stuff like this.
Yes, me too. That's why my oversized sweater, I just.
Yep. Exactly. I was thinking, going, what can I wear? What can I wear?
Yeah, that's why I do the pillow, so you can't see my fatty patty.
No, we do not.
Was that my phone?
No. It's...
I turned mine.
I did put mine down on mute, but.
Okay, so we connected to the older gentleman walks through smoke. That's your grandfather, you said. So I want to stick with him just to see where he's going. He wasn't one to give you advice, was he?
Yeah.
Well, he's doing it now. He says he notices something about you. You don't give yourself enough worth. Do you notice how people kind of somewhat use you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Here's what I'm noticing. Remember how the loved ones used to not give me advice because they weren't supposed to intervene on a soul
Right, they're not
contract? I
supposed
think the accident, they're starting to up their level with me. Where here's why. You're getting a personal transformation this weekend as well as this month. He's popping in and he's saying things like your guides would. He says, that's something you guys should work on. Was he very like matter of a fact?
Yes. Absolutely.
Now, on the notes, because you're going to get a copy of these.
Okay.
Do you see the things in the parentheses right here?
Yes.
Okay, that's your answer you gave me.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take notes on things that we need to stay point on. Building up your self-worth is going to be number one. Having to say no is another.
Oh boy.
Yeah. We have our work cut out. So I'm going to look into a crystal package where we can work on these things. As well as, like, because I'm assisting you this weekend, but when you go home, you're going to have buddies kind of walking along with you.
Right.
Did he have a dog?
No.
Okay, then this is going to be something else coming in, because I just got a barking off in the corner. Who's barking orders at you?
Don't know. Myself.
Okay, because it's almost like it's like a dog, like da 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 da. It's like barking orders all the time. Are you hard on yourself? Are you in your head just constantly barking orders at yourself?
Yes.
Do you find it hard to meditate?
Yes.
Figured. So, while we're doing the meditation today, I'm going to actually work your meditation a little different, where I'm going to kind of walk you through step by step. When your mind starts to wander, I want you to, because I'm going to have you lay.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I might have you sit. I just want you to do this with your hands
Okay.
and say, just let me know I went off.
Okay.
So then I'm going to bring you back in.
Okay.
Because by having you do this, we're getting your mind to kind of refocus back into the meditation. Even if the meditation takes longer,
Mm-hmm.
at least I'm getting you back to refocus on getting you right to your guides. And then we're going to kind of slowly caress it towards the end there, okay? Okay, a female just walked in. She talks about aches and pains. Your disabilities, are they hereditary? Were they passed down?
No.
Okay. Because the female, to me, almost makes me feel like she had the same kind of aches and pains that you went through. Have you ever kind of looked back and maybe researched it? Or could this be a person that maybe didn't talk about it and didn't get diagnosed for it?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm getting more. You know who this is, don't you? She keeps showing me tissues. Tissues. I keep wanting to put. Oh, okay, I don't have my sweater on. I keep wanting to grab my tissue. Grabs for tissue. Do you have bouts of crying and then back to normal? Bouts of crying. Okay. How do you spell bouts?
B-O-U-T-S.
Yeah.
It's almost like I want to cry, but I shouldn't. So I'm holding it back, but then I will cry, but not in front of people. Whoever this is, they held a lot in.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't complain. I can't figure out if they were just, they had their own certain way, or this was either their way or the highway. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Well, I guess this would be considered their way, because it was either their way or the highway. Something about staying strong. I'm getting sick, but then towards the end went somewhat quick as they passed. Is this your mother or grandmother?
My mom.
Okay. Because I think I might have both. Because it kept flip-flopping on me, mom, grandmother, mom,
Okay.
grandmother. And your mom is the strong one? Would she just not show emotion?
Right.
Yeah. But I'm getting secretly, she would have these like little breakdowns. And then it would be like out in public, it would be,
Yes.
she calls it strong as a statue.
Yes. But it's a very good description.
That was her exact words, strong as a statue. She's giving advice. If you were to take anything away from this life, don't be like that. Sometimes you have to just let it out. I feel like this is why you cater to people. You didn't like the confrontation that she brought to the table. It's always like you hit a wall. And you never thought she was proud of you, but technically she was. That's why she was hard on you.
Mm-hmm.
But she keeps repeating, if you're going to take anything away from my life and your life, don't be like this, strong as a statue.
Right.
But she also says, don't whimper to others. Take that strength that she was like to your advantage. She kind of, in a way, was kind of teaching you how to do both.
Right.
She keeps repeating, grow in strength. She really wants you to learn from her life. As hard as it is to look back on it and go, man, it was rough. She still wants you to look back and cherish the things that she wasn't learning.
Mm-hmm.
You have to realize you're not your mom. You're on a whole different level. I feel like a lot of what is going on inside you has to deal with her. Do you notice in your life you almost took steps in the back of your mind thinking, is she gonna like this? Should I do this? Right?
All the time.
Okay.
Yes.
You can't do that. Even though she's passed, I feel like you're still kind of doing it because you feel like she's watching.
Right.
She wants the opposite. She doesn't want you to think, what is she going to do? Because she technically is in heaven going, what are you going to do? And let me help support you as you're doing it. Because it's almost like she's two different people now. She had her acting role as being confrontational and strong and OCD-ish. Best way to put it. Her way or the highway. And her in heaven softening and going, I want different for you. I don't want you like this. And I don't want you to be whimperish because of it either.
Right.
So. Do you want to ask her anything?
Did she know she was going to pass? Did she know she was sick?
Full well. Yeah. And she does explain she was a little scared. but she knew in the back of her mind she was also miserable. So it was like a take it or leave it kind of way of thinking. But she does show that she was scared, even if she didn't show it. She was deep down kind of nervous about it all because she didn't know what she was going to face because she had regrets.
Did she hear me tell her that?
Don't give me any more. Was she in and out of consciousness? And did they have her on something? Did somebody have her on something? Okay. Was it morphine?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on real quick. Did they heavy dose her with it?
Yes.
Because she keeps saying heavy dose. Because she would come out of it, like, she kind of pushes me out of a cloud and she's like, and then sucked back in, like heavy morphine. Was she fighting them at some point, trying to get out of bed, or I feel like they were putting the heavy morphine on her for a reason.
They were.
Yeah.
She was in hospice.
But was she like moaning or being, okay, because I'm getting like this, I'm not being cooperative, so they put heavy dose to calm me down. Because I feel like she was either trying to get out of bed or she was moaning real loud. So
Right.
they were giving her heavy dose to like calm her.
Yes.
Okay. Were you supposed to do something for her after she passed? I feel like she left behind something for you to do.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
When she was in the hospital, she kept telling me she wanted to talk to me about something.
Okay. Because I feel like she left behind something that was important. She's showing me in and out, so I don't think that she fully got your message. Because I can hear talking and then I'm in and out. Because I keep wanting to say what? Because she couldn't really understand.
Right.
All she knows is she heard somebody in her ear and she's what? And then she's like in and out. Did she make a smirk? Were you there when she passed?
I was not there at the moment.
Okay.
But I was.
She's showing me an older gentleman walked in the room that I'm guessing was either her father or someone in her bloodline, and she left with a smirk on her face.
That wouldn't surprise me.
She's like, well, now. Wasn't expecting that.
Right.
She just kind of smirked and went off.
Right.
Okay, give me your question, since she's not, you know what I mean? She's not giving me the full, because she couldn't really hear.
Well, that's what I was wondering, if she heard me tell her that it was okay to go when she was ready.
Was she smart-mouthed?
Oh, yes.
She's like, no, this is her human self coming back to me. She said, I was going to leave whether you told me or not.
Yep.
Oh.
That's my mom. Yep.
But she truly didn't hear you.
She didn't.
No, because she probably would have said that.
Because I told her several times, but that's when she had been moved to hospice, and like you had said, she kept having these
Episodes, and
like
she
spasms or something.
yeah,
in
and
her-
she felt like she wasn't cooperating. That's why they kept giving her heavy. She wasn't. Her perception was, I'm not cooperating. They don't want me to be loud, even though, because I keep wanting to move, like get up or get out, and I keep hearing this moaning. So I thought that her perception, I'm taking her perception, is they're trying to quiet me. That's basically what I was getting.
That's probably, yeah.
Right?
She didn't want ever to be shut up.
Yeah.
And so, definitely.
Oh my God. She is apologizing for her words. Because I feel there was few and in between. Not so nice ones.
Yes.
Okay, I have a question. Did she call you stupid at one point?
No,
Okay, who'd she call stupid? Because she said, I'm so sorry for saying they were stupid.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it here with a star.
Okay.
Maybe it might come forward. She might place it. Do you want to ask her anything else?
Shoot, there was something.
Ivana, you know my aches and pains roll on. Can you grab it? Yeah, I'm so sorry. My middle of my back's killing me.
That's not.
You should take your slippers.
Oh. Why was it that she would not allow anyone to come visit her?
Oh. It would mean she would have to entertain. She didn't feel like entertaining anyone.
And that makes perfect sense.
She just wanted to be left alone.
Yes.
Left alone, don't fuss.
Yes.
I'm fine.
Yep.
Okay, give me another one.
Has she been able to talk with my grandfather?
Do you find that she got grumpier when he passed? Yeah. I know, she's with him. And then when her mom walked up, she went
Now her mom's alive.
Okay, well, I'm
So
still
it's-
getting the spirit.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
her showing me they didn't
Right.
get along.
No, they
So she shows me
spot on.
good with your grandfather, her dad, saying I'm with him, and then I get this overwhelming feeling of dread when he passed. So I feel like something changed within her when he passed.
Mm.
And then I saw her mom come up, and she's like,
Mm.
so I guess she's not looking forward to seeing her. So she's just showing me the family dynamic. I got along better with him than her. So. Yeah, she didn't want anybody to fuss over her when
Mhm.
she was sick, so that's why she really didn't. She knew, she just didn't care to tell anybody. So, and she doesn't see herself as like an asshole for that. She just didn't
No, she
want to.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Sorry, it's just really hurting. Maybe you can go down that way. That way. Yeah, it's like right in the middle.
Right in there?
Up a little. Right in there. It's my aches and pains roll on. It's
Mhm.
the only thing that like numbs the pain.
really.
Yeah. Go up a little bit more. Yeah. It's so bad. Go over to the left. Okay, good. We're good. Phew. I just got massage yesterday, so
Did you?
my
Oh.
muscles are all flared up.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's all gooeyed up right now, but it's my aches and pains. It's the only stuff I use on my back. It smells amazing.
It smells so good.
It smells so
Does it?
pepperminty. It's a great perfume. And then I have my oil diffuser blend in there, so when you
Oh,
go over the
cool.
cups, you'll be able to smell it. It's awesome. I went up to the cups and I'm like, oh, what is that? Oh, that's my blend.
That's your stuff.
That's my
It
stuff.
smells so good.
You weren't kidding, because I was just gonna put lavender, and you were like, your stuff smells fine.
I told you, everybody loves it when they come in the shop. I said, what's that
Mhm.
smell? I said, it's her homemade blend for the diffuser. It smells so good.
Oh my god, that water's so good, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Is this the same older gentleman that walked through smoke from earlier? Okay, because he just did it again.
Mhm.
And that's who she just last mentioned to me was being with him.
Mhm.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that we have the two connected right. What was his first name?
Clarence.
What was it?
Clarence. Clarence.
And what was your mom's first name?
Joyce.
Okay. Just so I can give them a name. Okay. Why did that pour out like that? I just don't
You
want
should look at the napkin. Don't worry about the floor. We can
Hold on. I was trying not to. I should have probably just moved my book and did it. Hold on. There's just water everywhere. This is supposed to be actually open. Alright. The floor's all wet. It's a river. Okay, well, your book's now blessed.
Very good.
It's blessed with some healing water. I was trying not to.
Oh, you have this one?
I just need to get that. I don't know. I like when it's in that jug though.
You're at the shop, yeah.
It's really pretty.
It's so nice because you just all you have to do is put it in your fridge, or you can do the big one and just set it in your fridge.
Uh-huh.
That's the nice one. I like that one.
Yeah.
That one's my favorite. Okay. Do you want to ask him anything, Clarence? What about your mom?
Oh, she said damn stuff hurt.
Why? This isn't gonna be good. Do you get along with her mom?
Yes.
Yeah. She's more like you.
Yes.
And your mom is more like the father, the grandfather.
Yes.
Even though she says she wished she could be more like him in ways.
More like him?
In ways, yeah. I guess there were certain ways that she wished she could have been. Do you want to read this last part?
Okay.
You get it? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry.
No. That's good.
She just wanted me to write it down and hand it to you.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand?
100%. Yep. She had even voiced that a couple times.
It's just a lifetime of just, you know, not trusting.
Uh-huh.
It's sad because she says that it got in the way so much that she couldn't have relationships,
Yes.
especially with you. Like, she points out you a lot
Uh-huh.
because you were the one that, like, when she went through her life review, she got to feel you. It's like switching places.
Uh-huh.
So she, in a way, got to be you and feel what she did to herself. Do you kind of follow?
Uh-huh.
So she didn't realize that that's how much you loved her until after she did the life review, and then she was like, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That makes perfect sense.
She's gonna make me cry. She's getting emotional. I know she wasn't like that here, but
Towards the end.
she has some regrets that
Mhm.
she's still going over those, actually, with herself. Stupid leg. Were you in your head telling her to be here today?
Oh, yes. As I was sitting here, I'm like,
She got
you
that
better
message.
come through. You better come through for me.
She definitely got that message.
Well, that's good for what's it's me telling her.
She
instead
said,
of
tell
telling
her I
me."
got her message of being here.
Oh, yes.
When she first sat down, that's when I started getting her her way or the highway. Because she sat down and went, I'm here, now what?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's...
I was like, oh boy, it's going to be one of those. I get those often, those stubborn
Yes.
attitudes.
Yes, very, very, very much so.
She flip-flops between her heaven, higher self, and then her earth self. She flip-flops back and forth. And that, to me, tells me that she's still learning.
Mm-hmm.
She's there, but she's still learning how to balance and learn from what she wasn't learning from. Yeah. Do you want to ask her anything else? You have a weekend, so like when we're at the hotel tonight, or
Sure.
sorry,
Yeah.
bed and breakfast, you can, in your journal if you want, you can write down some questions and we can
Okay.
bring her forth tomorrow
That
and
sounds
kind of
good.
just attack it a little bit. There is one other person you wanted to talk to, wasn't there?
At least one.
Can you give me the name?
Rob.
Okay. Because they've been waiting off, and I know there was one more.
He was another one that was given instructions.
Well, he was waiting patiently for your mom, so.
I appreciate
Was he funny?
that. Yeah.
Like easygoing?
Mhm.
Okay, I just have to put this out there. Did he have a crush on you?
Oh yes.
Okay. How did that go? Because he sat down and he was like,
It went
I
well.
immediately-
The feelings were mutual.
Okay, because I immediately got he is attracted to her.
Aw.
You just said, boy, did I miss her.
I loved him.
You guys had long conversations?
Yeah.
'Cause he keeps showing me like sitting, talking, and you had this mutual, mindedness and talking.
Mhm.
Did he leave abruptly?
Mhm.
He just was like, okay, gotta go, kid. See you later. Something about getting called back. He got called back. More things to do there than here. Don't be too mad.
Sorry. I was just thinking of how angry
I know.
I am.
I know. Did he show an expression of like things were too much for him here sometimes? Stressed out?
Not that I was aware of.
Okay. Oh wait, I'm not gonna do that because then you're gonna think you gave me that answer. So I'm gonna put a star by this because I feel like he's going somewhere with it. Like it's like a metaphor for something.
Okay.
This is like one of the things with my new gifts. They show me different things now, and I'm trying to. It's like puzzle pieces. It makes my head hurt actually when
I
I try
bet.
to do that. Your who was it? Your grandfather was doing it with the barking.
Okay.
When he used that metaphor, I was
Uh-huh.
trying to. What the hell is he showing me? An actual dog? He's trying to pull in a dog. No, he was showing me you're doing this to yourself. So it's like a metaphor. When they do the metaphors, which is new, it hurts my brain because I have to sit here and figure it out. I feel like something happened that was stressing him out.
Me being angry with him should stress him out.
Wait, what?
Me being angry with him should stress him out.
Just did it again. Stop, drop it, stop.
I forgot they
You want more water?
Yeah, I could. I could part.
It's kind of
Not that I
heavy.
don't trust you.
That's why I was having trouble
Oh, it
pouring
is.
It's really heavy.
Really heavy.
It's,
It's definitely a two-hander.
it's a really heavy bottle. Okay, was he in a type of accident?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Cause here's what I'm gonna tell you. Every time he brings the accident up, he puts his head down, almost like he's embarrassed.
Should be.
Was there alcohol involved?
Yes.
Okay. This is why he keeps putting his head down. He's like ashamed of it, of what happened. But nobody was hurt on the other end of things?
Correct.
Okay. He's kind of showing me his time to go. He keeps saying, I was being called back. See, sometimes a situation may look bad, but it's the only way to get the soul to leave.
Mm-hmm.
He could have just called you to come get him. I feel like he could have picked up the phone and called somebody, even if it was you, to come get him, and he didn't. That's why I keep going back to, I feel like this was a situation that was already planned out to happen.
How much can I say about what happened?
Once I get it, then you can elaborate.
Okay.
I just want to see if he tells me anything, but every time he gives me the accident, he puts his head down. I do hear a lot of screeching of wheels, and I feel like there's some kind of curb, or I want to like go around a curb. Was there a tree somewhere? He keeps pointing out a big tree. The big tree. I don't know.
It could have been.
Okay. He's giving me PTSD with my accident right now.
Oh.
boy.
Just give me a minute. I want him to take it slow because I'm getting flashbacks of my accident every time
Sure.
he takes me around that curve because I was going around
Mhm.
a curve in a way. Was there a female involved?
Yep.
Was she younger or older?
The same age.
Oh, okay. He keeps saying sorry to her because he sees it as his fault. Was she drinking?
Yes.
Okay. Was he driving?
No.
Okay, hold on. I think he's correcting me now. She was drinking, she was driving. Okay. Was he in the car with her?
No.
Okay. Hold on. Because he places me next to her. So he might be doing, again, a metaphor to see, he wants me to drive in the car with her to see what she's doing. Did they say anything about her falling asleep?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Because I get blurred vision and almost like I'm like doing this. Like trying to like keep my eyes open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was he not supposed to be out that night?
Correct.
It wasn't him that could have gave. Okay, I'm getting it now. She could have called somebody to come get her, and she didn't. He was putting himself in her place. I keep going back to right place, right time. All planned out. As much as, he says, as much as you don't want to hear that. Did he not listen to you? Do you find that he did that a lot? Trouble listening.
I would say overall.
Yeah. Do you now want to ask him anything? I just want to get whatever else he was trying to tell me, and I'm getting, that was pretty much it. So we're good with the questions.
And I mean, my only question would be why, but
Yeah.
you've answered that, so.
That was immediate. Gotta go, kid. More things there than here than I need to do. He was getting called back. It's like a right time, right place. Even though it looks bad, it was the only way to get him out. Because, when you're old, your soul just kind of, as the body breaks down, it's just easy to slip out. But when the body's strong and wants to hang on, it has to have a jolt, get it out. Was there an issue with his neck at all? In his head, neck? Because he keeps wanting to go like this with me.
It could have been from the accident.
Okay. Anything else?
Not from him.
Okay. Do you want to talk to anybody else?
Todd?
Okay. Just here.
We can take a break if you need to.
Oh, I'm good. No, because once I'm in with them, it's hard to get out. Because we're on a roll now, so.
Cool.
Okay.
Was Todd businessy? To the point, businessy?
Yes.
I don't even know how to spell that. I'm just gonna put that businessy.
Business-like.
But he was fun.
Yes.
But when it came to business, he was on it,
Yes.
You didn't work with him at one point, did you? He keeps placing you in his settings of business stuff. Okay. I didn't think so, so I don't know where he's going with that. That's why I kind of was questioning it. Was he pretty quiet?
No.
Okay, because he's being quiet now. Just hold on. I have to adjust myself to where he's at. I knew the second I pulled away, I wasn't going to get a good connection. That's why he was being quiet with me. I dropped it. Just put it right there. Was he having trouble breathing?
I
Do you
don't
know
know.
what's with the heart, chest? Okay. Do you tend to get cold chills at your house a lot? Like you're doing dishes and you get a chill. Maybe you're in bed, you get a chill. Okay. That might be something you might want to notice when
Okay.
you're doing it, because he's doing that to you.
I actually feel it right now.
Yeah, he's right there. He just did it to me. I'm going to write this down. Gives chills to show he's around. That's how he affects energy.
Mm-hmm.
When I say I dropped, do you know what I mean? Because I keep getting dropping to his knees, drop, and what I dropped. Did he have surgery at one point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did something happen in the surgery where things were dropping, like his temperature was dropping, something was dropping?
Not that I know.
Okay. Almost like they were trying to keep him there? The surgery, did it have anything to do with his chest, lung, heart, anything like
No.
that? Okay. Because he keeps going here. And then he talks about the surgery, and I keep going back to here. So either his heart was starting to give out, and lungs were dropping, something was dropping. He keeps saying dropping. You probably wouldn't know what have happened in the surgery, huh? They didn't say anything weird happened?
No,
Okay.
not in terms of.
Okay. Probably because they sustained him, but I do show that something dropped and they were kind of keeping him level. I'm wondering if that would be in some kind of records. Wouldn't they have to put that down? Something like that? Or would that be something they wouldn't really put in the record? Like,
Doctors will probably have them in the notes.
like
Yeah,
at one
I would
point
think.
his temperature dropped and we
Yeah.
tried to sustain him. Okay.
Yes.
Did he have any? Did he get any migraines, headaches, anything like that? Okay, that might be somebody else because I got like, oh, that might be that might be. What's his name? Rock.
Mm.
Because my head just blew up on me. Did Todd have trouble focusing?
Mhm.
Okay, because he jumps around
Mhm.
on me and I can't get him to sit still. Almost like he has ADD a little
Mhm.
bit.
Mhm.
Okay, let's get him talking. Like, I need to get him to focus. Because I don't know why he jumps from this and then
Mhm.
jumps to the surgery and then jumps back. I'm like, where are you going? Okay, so do you want to ask him anything?
I think we've covered
Do
pretty
you-
much.
Do you know why he keeps pointing to his eyes? Did he have nice eyes?
I
Didn't notice.
wouldn't, sit there
Okay.
and say that was like one of his best features
Okay.
or something like that.
He might be doing a metaphor now. Hold on. Because he keeps going like this. Okay, this is one of the new gifts I have that I gotta just figure out. I could have swore I saw your dad or your grandfather standing there for a minute. Yeah, and then it went away. I'm like, what is he doing? Did your grandfather like being outside?
Yes.
Okay. Did he do stuff with like the yard,
Mhm.
trees and stuff? That's why he's outside. He's mending the bush. He's trying to show me he used to like being outside, mending the bushes and grass and stuff.
He built both the houses
Okay.
that they have.
Because I'm like, what is he doing to the trees?
So,
Okay. He shows me liked being outside. He calls it tending to things. Like doing things outside. Okay. Random. Just total random. Hey, I like hanging outside. Alright, good. Good for you. Just keep doing that bush. It's so funny. Good.
That's the first time we've ever seen,
God.
seen that.
What?
It's the first time we've seen anybody outside from reading.
Okay. I'm gonna put the star. You aren't attracted to Todd, right? Is Todd family to you? Or like family to you?
like a best friend.
Okay. Because I'm not getting like attracted.
Right.
I was like going the way with like Rob, and he's like, oh.
Right.
You guys had a lot in common.
Mhm.
Do you notice he kind of had the same childhood? Did he ever talk about that with you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you ever notice he kind of had similarities with that?
Yeah.
Because he keeps saying similar childhood backgrounds.
Mhm.
Do you want to ask him anything? Okay, Rob's talking again. He said these lives are too short. Don't waste the time given. Todd's just all over the place over there, so I'm just gonna let him ramble on. I don't know who
There you
he's
go.
talking to, but he's talking to somebody. It's almost like I catch one topic and then he flips to something. I'm like, how do you do that? How do you just? I don't even know how anybody follows him. That's hilarious. How did you even follow his stories? Half the time were you like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm sitting here going,
How
wait, what?
do we get on that topic?
Was Eric pretty busy? Or is that Todd still?
I would say that's probably more Todd than.
Okay, because I'm still getting Todd then. Are you cold now?
Oh, yeah, I fluctuate.
There's a blanket right there.
This is fun. Quite cozy.
Like a Eskimo. Come on, Eric. You're not very observant, are you, around your environment? Like, let's say, for example, there was a crooked picture in your house, would you notice it?
Probably not.
Yeah. I feel like Todd gives you stuff around the house and you don't. Not noticing. I'm not getting Eric. Todd is like, Jesus. Right when I
Something,
keep pulling
Erica.
each time I pull on Eric, Todd pops in. And he says something, like he just said. I give her signs all the time. She doesn't notice them. She's oblivious. Even if I did give her signs, she wouldn't notice it. Like, he's just rambling on.
That's probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're stuck on Todd for now.
Okay, that's fine.
He's very adamant about staying.
What is it?
Yeah. Was he just a big talker?
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to suggest. I'm going to try to pull on... Let's try to pull on Eric tomorrow.
Sure.
Brat. I'm not talking to you anymore, Todd. We're moving on to spirit guides. Shh, got it.
He'll go on.
I don't know. He's very adamant about sitting right there. See, he keeps talking to me and then he turns and he starts talking to... I don't know who he's talking to because they're not for you. They're not showing themselves.
Right.
And he's like, da, da, da. And then he comes back and he goes, da, 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 da. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, da, 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 da.
He's having two conversations.
Well, he was pretty much always like the yeah, like the partier,
Yeah,
the
he's
guy that kept things,
Yes.
going and stuff like that. So that makes
well,
perfect
he has
sense to
two
me.
parties going on here.
Yeah, exactly. That totally makes sense.
Good Lord. Ooh. Okay. I want to see what your guides give me. My cards are all backwards. That's not good. Or wait, let me see. Or do I just have them upside down? Yeah, I just have them upside down. Okay, I got it.
Wow, the energy in here is like,
Crazy?
yeah.
Was it after Todd came in?
I don't remember exactly when. I think it was after Rob.
Do you wanna take a break?
No, it's just interesting that I can feel it because I don't normally feel
Yeah.
energy. I mean, I hear people talking about it all the time, and I'm like, the only other time that I felt like this energy was I had ordered like $900 worth of stuff from you all on
Oh, really?
a shopping spree. Yes, I'll curse you for that. Like, I'll take that. Yep, take that. And you're like, oh, I really like this one. Yep, I'll take that one. Definitely.
You took both basically one of everything.
I did. My first shipment was like over $900. My second one was over $500. And but that first shipment that I opened up, I mean, my head was just tingling out. I mean, just like, and it was uncomfortable feeling.
I know. It's intense because I infuse everything in the shop.
Right. I mean, it was so cool, but it was like, this is a feeling that I don't. When people say they feel all this energy, I'm kind of like, what are you talking about? I don't feel energy. I don't feel, I'm really missing something here. And then when I opened that box, and then again today,
Yeah.
it's like amazing.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's me. I think it's just the energy I put in.
Well, it must be because I've never received any kind of energy out of a box like that before.
So we have to.
I'll take it as a good thing.
That is a good thing. No, I was excited because I was kind of like, oh,
It's like Christmas.
okay, maybe this is what they're talking about,
It's
this
like
feeling.
Christmas is pretty blind.
Right, exactly. And I know it feels uncomfortable, but it's something that I want to be able to tune into
Right.
more.
Okay, I'm gonna show you a couple things. This was you for a long time. Just a lot of disruption.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then, when your mom passed, you went through a rest or a rebalance.
Okay.
Okay. Now your soul contract has switched. Okay. It's on a very fast pace
Mm-hmm.
of pulling you out of a shadow effect, which is you portray one self, but then the other self is trying to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is what we're doing now. Patience and planning.
Mm-hmm.
And with this patience and planning will come great wealth. And that doesn't mean necessarily money.
Right.
But it actually does in ways, because Maria's corrected me, it's actually going to pull things towards you now, because you're kind of revamping your magnetism
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
as to what you want. So they're showing me the plan they have for you, where you came from, and the plan they have. Now I want to see what they say from this point on. Okay, so today I'm going to be working on your third eye and your new beginning.
How perfect.
So funny. And your heart chakra, because you had to deal with a lot of stuff from past stuff, even with your mom, which kind of closed your heart off to things. So we're going to concentrate on your third eye, to opening you up to meditation and listening
Mm-hmm.
to your guides. So these are the things they want me to concentrate on. And here's at the hotel tonight, or the bed and breakfast. I brought card games.
Oh, cool.
But if we don't want to do card games, I have all the cards we can play
Oh,
around
cool.
with.
Yeah.
So we have.
And well, I bought 2 decks from you, and they just sat there. So I'd love to be able to.
If you want to bring them tonight, we can play
I
with
bring
them.
'em.
Oh, damn.
But I did see them in the shop.
Oh,
I
well
don't
then
know if that matters.
then we'll just grab them and we'll take
Okay.
them to the bed and breakfast. Okay, now they want me to just concentrate on the throat chakra because we're about to do your detox.
Okay.
So they want me to concentrate on your throat chakra. Throat chakra means you're not communicating the way you should. You're not portraying what you want for yourself. I guarantee once I do when I check your chakras, I guarantee those 3 will be out of alignment. Okay, from this point on, they're giving you all this hope. So once we get you rebalanced, chakra balanced out, this light's going to appear on you and it's going to pull in all this hope, confidence. We're going to work on that stuff, okay?
Mm-hmm.
New beginning again. Doesn't mean you're pregnant. It's just new beginning.
I know that's not even
Okay.
possible.
So they don't have anything else to say on that path because they're repeating now.
Okay.
By giving me new
Mhm.
beginnings or repeating new beginnings again. Okay, now is there a question you want me to pose to them right now?
What are their names?
Okay, we're gonna go over that with the
Okay.
meditation.
Because I felt like I've done your meditation several times, but I fall asleep.
Yeah, and that's why I remember how I said I was gonna have you lay down,
Right.
and then I was like, no, I have to have you sitting.
Okay.
Maria said no, have her sitting. And then I'm gonna have you do this when you start veering off, and then
Uh-huh.
I'll refocus you back in. This is you telling me my mind's wandering.
Right.
The only reason I don't give names or descriptions is because your guides are very adamant that nobody should be inputting that.
Mhm.
I mean, randomly, if you ask somebody that, they could be picking up on their guides that they don't even yet know about, and they begin giving you their guides, description or names.
Okay.
This way, with the meditation, it's secured.
Mhm.
You can trust it because whatever they show you
Mhm.
is going to be true.
Okay.
Okay, it's not making it up. You're not making it up. They're actually showing it to you. So maybe if you're doing it with me, it might go smoother.
I did have someone come to me one night, but they were dressed more like an angel.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
And I got a name.
Now they can portray themselves in a way to make you feel comfortable. Might not necessarily mean that they're an angel. They
Right.
could just be like, this is what we know you're comfortable with. We know that you're gonna listen better if you're more comfortable. So they came to you in this way and gave
And I said angel. I didn't see wings.
Right.
It was like a white flowy dress, long flowy hair kind of
right.
thing. So.
So in your journey, journal, I put. Did you hear
Yes.
that? That. There it is again. That's just them confirming that you got what you got.
Oh, okay.
That noise. Okay, that's what I got in my head, or my mind. But I don't remember that light being on.
I turned it on.
Okay. So with the meditation in that book, I put a section where you can write out what you saw when you're going through it with me. That way you won't forget.
Okay.
Okay. That's why I always tell people after the meditation, always journal, because you might forget what's shown, even to the minor detail of like what color a flower was that you passed. Or
Okay.
maybe a leaf fell in front of you. Just
Okay.
minor details mean everything.
Mhm.
Okay, do you want to ask them anything else besides name?
How do they show me that they're around?
That's the thing. Even if they would, and Todd's right, I don't think you would notice. But once I start doing these things with you, I think that you're going to start becoming more aware, because they do use numbers with you, but I don't think you're noticing the repeating.
I have started
Okay.
noticing
Okay,
a lot
good.
of repeating numbers.
Okay. And that might be their way of opening up from the first meditation where she showed herself to you.
Okay.
She might have started trying to open up. You know, your chakras are always open. It's just aligning them to be able to do things. So let's say, for example, you aren't seeing stuff, you know, spiritually, visually. That doesn't mean your chakras closed. It just means it just needs balanced out to notice those things.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to balance it out more so that you're starting to notice a lot more.
Okay.
But numbers seem to be a big thing with them right now, at
Mhm.
least with you. It's almost like they're doing baby steps with you. along your process. Okay, do you want to ask them another question?
Not at this time. I don't even really know what to ask
Okay.
them. What questions do people
Well,
ask their guides?
anything, but we have 2 days to fully think about it.
Okay.
I mean, we're gonna play with cards tonight,
Right.
for fun, and then questions might come up tonight.
Okay.
You never know. What I want you to do right now, though, is I'm gonna have you open up your journal,
Okay.
and there's some questions in there. Let me see the book real quick.
Sure.
Questions will come to mind when I feel like I'm
Yeah, you're only gonna want to do the questions up to the meditation, so you're gonna stop here.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So.
Well, because I know there's some.
Oh, I gave you a pen
questions-
too.
Yeah. I know. Thank you. I know there's some questions that you can ask, and I know there's some questions that you can't ask.
The only
and-
thing with the questions is I can't give death dates, birth dates, or wedding, and names.
Can you give death causes?
If the person's already dead, but I can't tell you when you're about to die.
Okay.
That's the only thing I'm held back from telling.
But you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sadly.
It's a lot to carry.
Yeah, she was yelling at me this morning. I was like, I'm gonna be alone. You're gonna be leaving me. I'm gonna end up in a home somewhere. Because before I knew I was supposed to leave.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Looks like I'm not leaving. I guess I'll be an old fart in a home. And I said, you're not gonna be here. And you're like, that's so far ahead in the future. I go, yeah, but I know. That's what sucks.
Oh gosh.
You big boo boo. Yeah, let's just make a pact. We'll take some cyanide together. You big goof.
I'm a big chicken wing now, I think.
Yeah, they'll just leave me to do it and be like, ah, shit.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But I wouldn't do that.
No, because you and I had talked before, and I totally have come to a point in my life now where I'm like not afraid of death at all.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, whenever you're ready, just, you know, and some
Yeah,
people
and
find that very
the-
odd, and
There's a part in the car accident that I haven't talked about, and it was after I saw him and I turned my car so that I knew it's just a police mechanism in me that, you know, if a car hits you and you're turning into traffic, you're to brake and move the cruiser so you don't hit traffic. So I went back to training, hit my brake and turn my wheel. But at that second, it was just kind of like I embraced what was coming.
Mhm.
I knew I was supposed to cross. Like it almost hit me in like a matter of a millisecond, and I was just kind of like. And then when it happened, I was in and out, and then I came to, and I was like, "Wait, what?
right.
Why am
Am I here?"
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Wait, I'm still in my car. What the?"
Right.
And then my soul calls her, and I heard her yelling. I'm like, where the hell's he from? She's in my car system yelling at me.
Right. I
I'm
remember
like,
you saying
wait. What? What's happening?
She calls me. I'm on my way to work, and I knew she was on her way to work.
that. Right.
And then my phone rings, and I have the Bluetooth through my car.
Uh-huh.
So I'm driving and talking to her through my Bluetooth, and I hear, Yvonne.
Come get
And I'm
me.
like, wait a minute, that's Christina, but it sounds like she's a million miles away.
Uh-huh.
And I said, Christina, Yvonne, come get me. I said, I can hardly hear you. Where are you? Come get me.
I was on the other side.
And then it hung up, and then she called
Ah.
back again and said, Yvonne, come get me. I said, I can't hear you. I said, Christina, what happened? What's the matter? I was in an accident. Come get me. Click.
My
And
soul had crossed, and my body
Okay.
was there, waiting for her to come get it. But then I guess in the last millisecond, I stayed. So then I was back in my car going,
Uh-huh.
wait, what? Because I don't think they would know who I was, because I don't think I had anything on me
Uh-huh.
to show that I was
All right, I remember you saying that.
Yeah, I kept thinking like, did I bring my wallet? Was my wallet in my bag? Yeah, my wallet was in my bag, so they would have had to search in my bag to figure out I was Art Watts' daughter, and that I was eventually down the road, the Divine Medium. But they wouldn't have known to call her.
Right.
So my soul calls her to come get my
That's
body.
amazing.
Because I didn't think I was coming. I don't think my soul knew I was coming back. But then in the last millisecond, I'm like, wait, what's happening? And then I heard Yvonne yell, I'm like, where's that coming from? I thought you were outside the car yelling at me.
No, yeah.
And then I'm like, no, that's my car system. And I look down and my phone's on my lap.
How did,
And
it's all a blur.
Now, can that happen like for an indefinite amount of time where your body crosses, your soul's here?
what do you mean?
Or am I trying to say it the other way around?
Well, there's no time anywhere. I mean, thousands of years could have passed by the time Yvonne got the message and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Until she showed up at the accident, I was back in the body waiting for her.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it was that when your body and your soul were separate, can that, I guess, is there a time limit? I know that
So
sounds
from the
really
time
strange.
that
No.
I ended the call with her until I got to the scene, it was probably not even 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got there, she was awake in her car.
Yeah, at that time I had come to.
She had come to at some point in those 7 minutes. But she was out of it. I can say she was awake. I knew she was breathing,
Right.
but yet she wasn't herself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like she was drunk, groggy.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Out of it, but yet there.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like she was trying to comprehend what was going on. So that was about from the last phone call until I got there was like between 5 to 7 minutes.
Right. I just didn't know how long, if there was a time limit.
No.
And this is coming from somebody who knows nothing about it, so I know it sounds very
No,
odd.
time here would go
Can
really
you-
slow.
Mm-hmm.
It would feel like it was going slow. You know how people say they feel like the accident happens in slow motion.
Right, right.
Because so much energy goes into something like that happening, so the energy slows the timing,
Mhm.
I guess, down. The space between the veils
Right.
slows down.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about that in my book a little bit.
Are you? I can't wait.
It's just taking forever.
Wow. Now you've had
and
a
and I
setback.
wasn't the part that gets me is I don't think I was supposed to be driving my car because I had done a group reading, and on my way home my car was dying, like it was like almost like it wanted to shut off. And
Mhm.
then I dropped her off at the shop 2 hours later, and it totally just died on my way home. And I'm like, can you come follow me home, because I don't know what's going on with my car.
Mm-hmm.
So it stayed in the garage for a week because
That's right, I
because
remember.
they couldn't figure out what was wrong with it.
Right, right.
And the second I get it back, I wasn't supposed to go into work because I was supposed to be working on my book.
Right.
And the TV goes on my way out, and I kept feeling like I'm not supposed to be going in today. Something's supposed to stop me from going in today. I went anyway, and then that happened. She blamed herself because she knew I wasn't supposed to come in. She's like, "This is all my fault."
Yeah, because I don't know.
It wasn't though. Big goober.
No, and that's what I've learned. I mean, it was quite a while ago that somebody had said, you know, you may be late. There's maybe a reason why you're late. You know, God may be holding you back from something that was going to happen.
It's very true.
And I felt, even leaving the house today, I swear I ran back, like, in and out, like, 4 times, remembering things and stuff like that. And I'm always like, was that to put me
Yeah.
somewhere else at a certain time?
Well, I knew you weren't arriving right at the time that we had put, so I kept feeling more of 1:30ish. So
Well, that's what my GPS said, but I tend to have, like, a heavy
okay, so your
foot.
GPS said 1:30, like I was getting.
Yeah. Yes. And
What if
There
it
were
worked?
some nice open roads.
All
I'm
right,
just
so this
saying.
is another
Job?
thing.
Yes, I
Yes.
did.
Work on Susan's lead foot.
Oh yeah, my mom will probably come out on that one. Because you want to talk about car accidents. I've had my share. So yeah, it was. I definitely exceeded the speed limit. But you know, I took 70 from where I am in Maryland, which is around Gettysburg. I took that way out. So that's,
all open highway.
yeah.
That's free for all.
Exactly.
That's just free sailing.
Because I live right off of
Yes.
70. That's when I was like, this is great. You know, the mountains are here, the rolling hills, the snow's on it, so pretty, you know.
I know, that smells so good, you know, I just smell of that.
Aches and pains, people. Aches and pains. Smells so good, I can't take it. Oh, thanks, Mary. So, after she does that, maybe we should do the detox. Okay. Now, what I'm thinking is, while she's on the bed, just get me, the upper torso of me, and not necessarily her.
I will try to see.
Okay. You can get her feet.
You can,
Basically.
whatever.
All right.
I don't get it because you're stunning. I'm just saying.
Oh.
She reminds me of me, so,
Uh-huh.
Who?
me. So I,
Yeah.
oh,
We can put a pillow like this.
You put a lot of pillows so we don't even notice.
just line her up with pillows, and
lumps
I'll just lay all the
underneath those
chakras on
pillows.
her. It's an illusion.
Exactly.
What?
so I think.
Yeah.
Remember that the camera has a good 50, 60, 70.
Love how you fabricated that one.
It's not 10. It's a lot more than that.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm actually doing okay, Shar. I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Now that's my question: is when do you sleep?
I don't know because I didn't get to bed till like 5 this morning. And
I don't know how
I
you
was
do
back
that.
up at 9:30. Well, technically 9 because Eden woke me up at 9 crying that Justin ate her crab legs. And I'm like, I thought like something happened. I'm like, Eden, I'm doing this. Eden, it's okay. It's okay. What happened? Justin ate my crab legs. I'm like, wait, what?
Really?
What time is
That's
it?
detrimental.
What?
That is detrimental when somebody eats your
Apparently, and I looked at my clock. I go, Eden, it's 9 o'clock. Why are you eating crab legs at 9 o'clock?
I'm surprised she's even up at that time.
Just
never
Eden
up
does
at that
not
time.
wake up till like noon.
I know. I love her. She's
She woke up at the wrong time, wakes me up at 9, bawling her eyes out. I'm like, Eden, don't worry, I'll give you the money. That's all I did. I shushed her with money. I was like, don't worry, I got money in my bag. Don't worry, I got you. She's like, oh, okay. That's what did. She went off. I'm like, freak, I have 15 minutes to sleep.
Aww.
And you weren't sleeping now because you're up.
And I'm laying there going, oh, crap legs. I couldn't sleep. I had to get up from that point on. Like, crap.
I would have been like, Justin!
I was ready to kill him. this
You're the
morning.
reason I had
I do, just because I know damn well that if she would have taken his crab legs, he would have been pissed. Oh, them too, I swear. Shard just said that's weird. I dreamt about crab legs. Jean Ann Hoffman says hi. Did you call her back?
It's all taken care of.
Sweets. Sweetie sweets.
See, I just see she's over in the shop with me.
Yeah.
She's watching. Yeah, I don't know what calls it, so I'm good.
I just realized something. We can't use my phone. So how am I gonna play music?
Do you want me to go get the iPad?
No.
There's nothing in there.
It won't reach.
The phone does. Or the TV does.
It's not gonna play. I don't have YouTube on there.
No, the TV does.
Oh.
Like the,
Oh yeah, I guess it does. Do we have? Oh yeah, I guess we would need the iPad then.
yeah, so I can bring. There's not even that up there. It says any music.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. lady's just sitting in her car. How you doing?
Okay. I've got the first page step done, so I can stop at any
No,
time.
take your time. I want you to, because this is like the beginning. I want to get you in the early stages before we
Okay.
start doing the rest of the stuff. Because you're gonna look at those pages differently after this weekend.
Awesome.
These pens do not work, by the way.
Did you guys have snow yesterday? We had it. I think more than it was only like 1.5 inches or 2 inches, but it was more than they'd expected.
Wow. How are you feeling so far about everything?
Great.
Okay. Makes sense.
Wonderful.
Carol, yes, I do. We will be doing that this weekend with her. What time do you have to leave tomorrow?
Monday.
Oh, you leave Monday? Are you
No.
staying at the bed and breakfast?
But I
Are you-
can.
Are you staying at the bed and breakfast again?
Absolutely.
Yvonne, could you imagine us staying one more night at the bed and breakfast?
That would be nice, babe.
I know I have to be up at 8. No, wait, it would be before that, huh?
Would be there at 9.
I have to go to the concussion center Monday.
Ah.
To be there at 9.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be running some tests or something. Can you throw that out? It doesn't work. Doesn't work.
You need to get more pens with your Divine Media one. And
Okay.
what happened to all the ones we had?
I have to take all this stuff off. Betty, yes, you can call the shop. Let me see if I can. What?
What do you consider to be your biggest failure? I need a journal to fill that out. That's loaded.
Would it be your mom? Or the path you took with your mom? Or would it be something different?
I don't know, because I feel like there are 2 parts of me. There's the intuitive part that how I feel, but then
Your mind?
my mind trumps that and is like, no, you can't do that.
Well,
Or you shouldn't do that.
No,
or-
you should. It's just you're allowing the physical to control the spiritual, and the spiritual is going to win no matter what, because you leave here eventually.
Right.
So, yeah.
But I feel like that's been a huge block my whole life, is that I feel one way, but I don't act on that feeling because I'm afraid what other people will think, or
And that's where a lot of what most people have trouble with. If you let go of other people's perception of you because they're not living your life, and don't you think you'd be a lot happier doing it your way than
well,
their
and
way?
that's where I am now, where I just feel like I'm coming into this. I really don't care what other people think anymore.
Right.
You know, this is what I have to do for me, because I've given and given and given and given and given, and my soul is completely like, I'll say this, I don't know if it's correct, but depleted. I mean, I say I'm exhausted, but I mean,
Your
I've got-
physical is not your soul. Your soul's like raring to go. That's why you're here.
Okay.
Your body's just like, I don't know if I can keep up.
I mean, it's just completely exhausted.
Mhm.
I don't feel like I have anything to give anyone.
And that actually is your soul as well, because your soul is saying, I need me time,
Yes.
and you need to concentrate on me. And it's not selfish thinking that. It just means you came here to learn. Why are you wasting your time helping other people to learn when you have to learn yourself? If you're not learning, then you can't help other people learn. So you
Right.
have to kind of refocus in on yourself, and then when you're ready, go help other
And
people.
that's where I am.
Right.
I mean, I gave and gave and gave till I really, literally had nothing. I mean, I've been in the bed for I don't know how long because I'm so exhausted. And I mean, even brushing my teeth feels like a chore.
Mhm.
You know, that it's just one more thing I have to do. And I feel like I've got this really heavy weight on me. And that's holding me back from so much. And I need to either make friends with it and learn for it to take its place at times,
Right.
or get rid of it because I know how much it's holding me back. I haven't been myself for quite a while. So,
Being here today, do you feel like some of it's coming out?
yes.
Okay.
I feel like it's been coming. When I look over even long periods of time, even way back into my 20s, I went to school in Virginia Beach, and I was very intrigued by Edgar Casey. He has his institute there. Do you know, are you aware of? He does a lot of metaphysical type things.
Okay.
We'll look him up later, but I was very interested way back even then, and then over the time period I see where my interest was also piqued at that time about learning about the Wiccan religion, I guess it would be, but not in the true Wiccan sense of not evil, nothing
Yeah,
bad, the
and
nature
you're-
sense of it.
I find that a lot with people on their own personal transformations away from religion, when they start getting into the open spiritualist of not being able to categorize what they're going through, they go right to the earthly Wiccan
Mm-hmm.
of natural ways of doing things, and because that's our origin, is that way of thinking. It shouldn't even be labeled Wiccan. It just
Right.
was the way of humans here when they were put here on earth to learn. And it doesn't need a label, but everything, like, I was talking to Bobby Allison,
Mhm.
you know, I did
Yeah.
an interview on her. When I was telling her about my gifts, I said, I'm just a little nervous about today. And she's like, why? And I said, well, just because of the new gifts. I didn't, I don't have a grasp on them fully yet. And I'm just still trying to get to know them. She goes, well, what are they called? How do you put a name to something? It's
Right.
kind of like back in the day when somebody would get bumps and rashes on their body. Back in the day, they didn't know that,
Yeah,
they just labeled it eczema or
Right,
or
a rash or something.
something, yeah.
Right, right.
And that's the same thing that I'm going through. There's not really a label. Humans are so categorized; they want to label everything.
Right, and that's why I even felt like bringing up that word Wiccan automatically. I saw
Mhm.
something in your face that changed.
Well, because yeah.
And I don't feel like I'm Wiccan, and
You're
I
just
just
trying
was
to
very-
find the natural way of spirituality.
and I was very interested in it. I read books about it, but I didn't go out and buy things and
Yeah,
set up
like
an
the altar.
and things like that.
But the
there's also
altar-
a reason for
The altar got switched to something demonic. It really isn't.
Oh, I agree.
An altar
mean-
is just an energized area where all your favorite stuff is.
Right.
That's basically it.
But that's even why that word Wiccan, I hate to even use that because I don't feel like that's truly
What
at
it
least
is.
The path that
Right.
I was on at that time had nothing to do with demonic entities or evil or anything like that.
Well, here's what I get. The Catholic Church and the Christians were the ones that deemed it negative. But for centuries, they did it right in front of everybody. They
Mhm.
have an altar where there's
Right.
blood, there's a body,
Which they still do.
right?
Right.
But then they say, no, you can't do it, but we're allowed to. Like, it just, what?
Yeah, it makes
So-
and since you brought that up, I mean, a lot of times,
Mhm.
and that A word and things like that, I always felt like, it's really interesting how, and I've never really been into organized religion. I mean, I went
Yeah.
to church when I was young and things like that.
The
but as
point
an
of me
adult-
being here is to open people's eyes to what they're being blinded to.
Right. And as an adult, I always felt like I shouldn't need to have to go to church to have a
to
relationship.
prove myself to
Right,
God.
exactly.
Right? He sees me every day. He's all knowing. So why are you telling me that I have to confess stuff to you when I
Right.
can just talk to him directly?
Exactly.
Yeah. They put
And,
themselves too high up.
Right. And then, just the more that you watch things on TV with scandals and all this stuff, and I'm just like,
How do you preach?
I don't feel comfortable saying this, but it feels very hypocritical.
Yeah, how do you preach when you're doing it yourself?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think what pulled me out of the Christian church, because I used to be a youth leader,
Mm-hmm.
was there was a little girl and she came from a very disturbed home. Her mom wasn't all that great. She was constantly trying to run away, but she was causing problems in youth because she's being troubled. And they threw her out. Told her she wasn't
And see,
welcome.
how do you do that?
And that was the only thing that actually was giving her something.
Right.
Because after that, she was talking about suicide and things like this because my mom doesn't want me, now you don't want me.
Right.
Even though I'm being troublesome.
And that's what I feel like is so hypocritical,
Mhm.
because at one point we're saying, everybody's welcome and we're here to help you and everything like that, but yet they will shut the door on you.
They have double standards.
Yes,
They have double
exactly.
standards.
There's a difference between outwardly being negative and mean, where she was just trying to get attention so that somebody would help her.
Right.
There's a difference, yeah.
Oh yes, definitely. I mean, I've been a teacher and I see it in my school all the time because it's a very
Well, we see it on the Divine Medium all the time. There's ones that act out
mm-hmm.
because they need help, and then there's ones that are just outwardly egotistical and rude.
Right.
And I'm just, those are the ones you're dealing with a negative path. You obviously don't want my help, then I don't know how to help you.
Right.
Yeah, they have to be open to it. I can't force somebody. This water is amazing.
It is. Do you sell those?
Yeah, we just don't have them in the shop because they get, people aren't openly just buying these.
Right. Right.
So we order them in.
That one and that one over there.
The big one, that
It's
goes in the
three.
fridge.
It's that one.
Uh-huh.
That one.
And now, can you change out the crystals?
No, that's the only one they make. Is the wellness one.
Okay. What about in the other one?
That's a wellness one.
This is one with, but yes, you can get different ones.
Different ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those bottles. Yeah, it's just this one here, and then
Uh-huh.
the big one that you
Okay.
can stick in your fridge.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's a variety of different kinds you can get in.
Yeah.
Right. I think I remember that. I didn't know if you could, because I know one time I think I've seen you drinking just out of a glass of water, but you had put some,
Yeah,
some-
crystals in it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wasn't quite sure if those you.
I think the reason I don't do those is because I'm clumsy. I'm
Uh-huh.
so afraid I'm gonna drop
They're
it.
heavy. They're solid.
Are they?
I would have to get the cozy for me to drink it.
Oh yeah, they are.
It's solid.
Yeah, it is
The one I
solid.
think is
I just
hot.
would have to get it
Right.
cozy because I'm clumsy.
Yeah,
They
'cause
they
it's
come with
slimming.
a cup cozy. Like it
I got mine.
goes to the
Oh,
bottom, comes
really?
up. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Very cool. Seeing it. And I brought my new credit card here, which I knew what you would like.
Oh, boy.
I believe these are rose quartz, amethyst, and clear quartz. That's the wellness bottle.
Oh, so there's 3 in there.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah,
So
the
it's
clear
like a
quartz is
pouch
an
and
it's like a water pouch. But the clear quartz amplifies all the other crystals.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it intensifies the water. Carol, yes, we will be. All right.
Okay. 5 things amazing about it.
5 things that are amazing about you. Come
We'll be
on.
here for a year.
No, I want you to dig deep and really
See,
think about
that's
5.
so not me. That's the.
But I want you to start thinking this way, because one of the things we have to work on is building your self-worth. So what makes you self-worthy?
And that's why this is so hard for me.
Right, and I knew to put that on there, so get going. 5 things, lady.
This is work.
You wanted a personal transformation.
I
This
know.
is
I
work.
know. I just wanted to come in here. You snap your fingers.
Like
I
Yes.
just,
Her magic wand.
Yes.
is that.
Yeah.
I want that. You mean I gotta put work into this stuff? No, and that's why when we had talked about, the follow-up, I feel is so important. Because I'll be like all in my head, and while I'm here, I'll be like, oh yeah, this I'm gonna go home, and then do all stuff. Then you get home, and you're kind of like, I'm home. Okay, everything's gonna go back to the way it was. and then my follow through is horrendous. I can list you 100 things that I need to work on.
No, I don't want those. I already know those.
I'm sorry. I'll apologize for that.
My team just posted about that. You know, the paranormal picture. I get messages, hundreds of messages.
Oh, about the pictures that you're
like
sent?
Pictures people are sending me. Maybe they're emailing me something that just happened in their house and they're freaking out.
Right.
I can't answer all of them because it literally, I have to sit and connect and go, okay, who's in your house? So I have to sit like I'm doing a reading, connect, because I think what they're expecting is like some random medium just going, oh, well, it's just a loved one in your house, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know what I mean? Just vomiting words.
Yeah.
And I can't do it. I can't do it. So I came up with a new reading where they can, you came up with 5?
Well, I did. I don't know if
Let
I
me
came up with 5 synonyms for one thing.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. I'm glad you at least got 5. You're about to do 5 more tomorrow.
Oh boy.
What?
She can do
You're
it.
doing 5 more tomorrow.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
I'm gonna be making my own personal transformation book,
That would be awesome.
so that when you guys are home after the personal transformation, you can continue.
Right.
Get your
That would be-
get your crystals, your candles, and your sage, and just sit and work on the book as the questions are coming in as you're progressing, because it's gonna advance with you. So
Right.
that's my goal
And
with
that's
that.
exactly what I want.
So I'll be putting some questions in there after you leave to
Okay.
kind of keep you going.
Great.
I was hoping for a better book. We didn't know that didn't have lines, but I was like,
Oh.
it'll work. It'll be fine. So, okay, detox. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Oh, are we using your phone or can we get the iPad?
No. Might have to get the iPad.
Okay.
Is it okay if I take my shoes off?
No, you're fine, 'cause I have to
my
get
kind
the-
of people because I
Yep.
never wear shoes. Ever. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, you got to smell my diffuser stuff I made. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna.
Do you have a bathroom?
It's gonna be next door.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
it okay if I...
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I need to pull my pants up. I'm gonna push these back. Thanks, Jen. So we've been working with Sue Mers, personal transformation. Right now I'll be doing what's called a detox chakra healing. And I'm getting all the stuff off the chakra bed. And it's catered to her energy, so it's not gonna be the same for somebody else. So it's gonna be all different. Okay. Alrighty, Bonnie. Oh, I have it on you.
Do you want the iPad?
Yeah, just hold this so I don't.
Okay.
Hopefully it plays here.
It should.
Because it might still be connected to the radio over there. Let me check the Wi-Fi.
Can you disconnect it from here?
I don't know, let me see. Wi-Fi's on, Bluetooth's on. Okay, so let me.
I can text Sue to have her turn that off over there.
Might have to.
You want to see you?
Yeah.
Okay, let me text her.
No, that's too big. Oh wait, let's just do that.
I'm gonna actually.
Ah. Okay. Connecting to internet. I don't think it's gonna work.
Wait, hold on.
Might have to pull it up on your phone. Do you have YouTube on your phone?
Yes.
Yeah, if you just look up singing bowls, it should be good. No, you can't connect. Doesn't matter. It's not connecting. Man, it got cold in here. My feetsies are coldsies. Alright. The Jake that on. Okay. Do you want an extra? Do you want an extra pillow underneath you?
Sure. You want one for chakras, meditation, healing?
It's the singing bowl one. This is what's called a jade bed.
Okay.
It's gonna get rid of inflammation.
I definitely have a lot of that. Okay, you can pick which one you want.
And then we're gonna have your legs lifted.
Which one do you want?
Choose. Okay. Go ahead. Because you're gonna become cold. Is that comfortable on your legs?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you want this out more?
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Comfortable?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
You don't look comfortable.
I don't.
Ooh, wait, I have an idea. Try that. Is that better?
Yeah, that's
Are these, is it under your legs? You want me to move it?
there we go.
Okay.
Perfect. Sweet chill.
Okay, Bonnie, there's this.
To get this going.
Oh, it's on you. Okay, there you go. If it doesn't, it's okay.
I'll get it going.
Okay, first thing I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna see where your chakras are.
Can I get her?
Yeah. And then if it does this,
Mhm.
it means it's in alignment. If it goes over towards Buddha, it's not in alignment. Okay, so your crown's good. See how it's slowed down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so your third eye is not doing anything. It's just kind of hanging out.
Mhm.
Alright, so let me check your throat. Same thing. So just stand still. Same thing with your heart. Okay, your soul's on slug.
Okay.
It's just sluggish.
Can I put it here?
You put it on the windowsill. In the right direction, solar, sacral, both sluggish, but going at least in the right direction. Okay, your feet are good. Alright, so right now, there's two major things I'm gonna do. I need to get rid of whatever's going on with your aura.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want you to close your eyes when I do this because it almost feels like you're gonna get smacked on the head.
Okay.
But I'll be swinging this around your body. It's called a lodestone,
Okay.
and it sucks out any electromagnetic stuff that might be holding your health back.
Okay.
So fibromyalgia, inflammation, things
Mhm.
like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So and I'm just gonna do the side. And the jade bed does heat up, so you might feel a little bit of heat.
get hot easily.
The J bed is like an even balance. I like that.
Do you sell these?
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put them in, you know, where your mattress is.
Right. Because I have so much information. I don't know.
Do you want to try to sit on that?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you feel?
Okay, good.
Did you experience anything more there?
I mean, I definitely feel the energy in my head. I did feel some pains here and there. Is it?
It's like a magnet.
Uh-huh.
Pulls it out.
But I just felt like I was like in the forest somewhere, just like laying on bed, and it just.
And you say you can't meditate.
I can, but it's hard. I do like go through, you know,
Yeah.
ins and outs. Sometimes it's easier.
Oh,
So, but it was so peaceful. You know, that's where I was. Just felt
Do you
like
feel
the wind.
anything in your body besides the back being pulled up?
I felt something over here, and then I felt something on my.
Shoulder? I was working on your shoulders a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a hard time. I kept catching myself.
Yeah.
And I kept saying, relax your shoulders, things like that. So.
We're going to be getting a better bed that
Uh-huh.
goes up and down.
Uh huh.
So it's going to be a lot better when it comes in.
The bed was fine. It was me, you know, constantly sitting there, have to remind myself, just relax.
Yeah.
You know, I find a lot of times I'm like, don't clench your jaw so much, you know, because I'm just automatically in that
Frame of mind.
that mode. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to come sit and then you'll be able to, I want you to write that you felt like you were in the forest.
Okay.
You were relaxing. So at least we're catching and documenting the process you're going through. It's very
Okay.
important to process everything they're showing you. Because they most likely put you there. You think you're doing it, but it's actually not.
Interesting.
Yeah. A lot of people think they're making this stuff up in their head.
Well, and that makes sense because I kept trying to go like, oh, let's go to the beach. And I would go to the beach, but I wouldn't stay there. You know, it kept drawing me back to this.
And that's where they're
Yeah.
taking you. Yeah.
Right. Right.
They have you going there for a reason.
Well,
Are you
it's-
dizzy at all?
no, I'm okay.
Okay, that usually helps getting up.
Is this a gold stone?
Yeah, that's the gold stone.
I have to get a few of these before I leave because I want to get some as gifts. Is there a difference between the blue? I got the blue one time when I had.
Honestly,
the
it's a preference if you like the blue or the gold.
Okay.
Do you want to go over your past lives, or do you want to wait
Yes.
for tomorrow? Okay.
No, I'm waiting. Fun.
Give me this, and I'll go set up. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. I'm ready. Actually, I can right over there. Thank you. Looking so comfy.
I know, I love my
Every
couch.
time I watch it, I'm like, she needs to come decorate my house. Make it all comfy and cozy.
Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna do a past life regression. We're running out of water.
I know, I need to go get more.
No, it's
Good
okay.
stuff.
We'll be all right till the past life is over. Okay. Oh, I want you to journal what you just went through. So at least we have that out of the way. And then I'll set up for your past life. Do you want a pillow or anything to write? You good? Okay. Yeah, your third eye, heart, throat, and solar were out of whack. So you might want to write that down. Your third eye and
Where
your
should I write this? Okay,
right after the detox, yeah.
the detox
Mhm.
healing. What did you experience? Okay.
So what you're gonna do with that is you're gonna say third eye and throat were non-responsive. Your heart and solar and sacral were sluggish, but going in the right direction.
Okay, let's see, you said heart, sacral.
Heart, solar, and sacral were sluggish, but going in the right direction. After your detox, I want to do your moon phases.
Okay.
So I want to see what we get for your moon phases. You're the first I've ever done this on, by the way. It's a first for everything today.
Hey, I like it. Now, I am very unfamiliar with moon phases and what
Okay,
that means,
moon phase,
so-
your particular moon phases say a lot about you. Like in your last reading, I pulled up that you need patience and planning. And again, I just pulled up you need practice planning
Gotcha.
for what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see that one. Okay, they're talking about your heart. Your heart chakra comes up twice, actually, and your throat chakra comes up. So they're telling you that you're working on those areas. Meditation is on the horizon.
Mhm.
You're fine. Keep writing. I can tell you afterwards.
I just wanted to judge on what the experience was.
No, you're fine. Thanks, Jen Whiteman. Thanks, Jean Ann. Thank you, Stephanie. You're welcome, Beth. It's alright, just ignore them. Hi, Marcy. Wait, how do you say Jen Horner's mom's name? Marcia. I always call her Marcy. I think I call her Marcy. We didn't call her before Marcy, right? She's always gonna be. I can't remember it like that.
I was gonna, I can relate. I can relate.
Okay. Couple things they're bringing up is, you know the things that we talked about before, things you couldn't let go of?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're showing me nothing will come of those situations, that you have to look at the bigger picture, and that you have to have conclusions to these things, or these bigger pictures won't happen. So that's your main course of understanding what you need to let go of, even if it means people.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a time of giving to yourself rather than giving to others.
Yeah.
And they put you in the goddess female section of that.
That is spot on.
It's time to release. Like today's your first step,
Right.
stepping stone towards letting go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A new start. All right. Okay, so let's do your past lives and see what we get. I'm actually doing a past life deck because I don't like this one, and I don't think there's any ones out there that are remotely good.
Hmm.
So I'm putting together my own.
Oh, cool.
Are you drawn to the Bible? Okay. Are you drawn to any particular biblical historian?
No.
Okay. Okay, let's back the question up. Before we physically met each other, did I look familiar to you?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna shake these off. I think I'm picking for me. I got rid of a lot of cords, by the way, that you didn't let go. Did you feel anything in your back and chest?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I felt like a heaviness at first,
Mhm.
but then it lifted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to cut a lot of cords that you were hanging on to, even from past lives. They were still
Really?
lingering. Mhm. Yeah, I'm able to go into the contract and see which ones I need to cut.
Really?
Mhm.
That's cool. Yeah, Mom.
Do you like to travel?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're on the right track. I was picking for me. This
Gotcha.
looks a little too familiar. I picked wisdom, biblical, baby. That's me. Okay. Okay, this life I'm picking is you were a male. You were married. You were very devoted to your vows to her. You traveled a lot and you passed while traveling, so you never actually made it back to her. There I am again. There has to be something.
Something.
It's twice I picked up biblical.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's me. Okay, let me ask you this. When we hugged over in the shop, did it feel like it was like you were hugging an old friend you hadn't seen in a long time?
Mm-hmm.
I know. I felt that as soon as I hugged her. I was like,
Yes.
this feels familiar.
Yeah, and I felt like this peace.
Uh-huh.
And it was like,
Yeah.
you know, like I hadn't seen you in a while, and like, you know, it was like, oh, it's like so good to see you because
Yeah, I haven't seen you when we never met in
Right.
this life.
Right.
Yeah, I'm picking up on me in your reading, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on there.
Maybe I'm your twin. Then.
Or, because they're telling we're repeating a life, so that's that karmatic. So I'm wondering, am I the female?
Oh, so we were married.
Hold on. Okay, so there was lessons there to be learned between the two of us. You've made your way back because you need wisdom. I just said it and flipped the card. Yvonne, I said it and flipped the card over.
Oh boy.
I said you're here to get some wisdom.
Yeah.
Flip the card over. So
It's
this
true.
is how you hear your guides, people.
Ah.
Oh my God, you saw that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We all saw it.
What the shit? Okay. After you didn't make it back, this female, which oddly looks like was
You.
me, because they're bringing up my past lives in coordinates with yours, so there is a blending there. I lost a lot of money because you were the breadwinner, and by miracle, I was able to get food and things like that, but I was, struggling financially in that life. I don't remember that life with you. I just feel this, when I hugged you, it felt like, wow.
Familiarity.
Yeah, like I had, like, wow, I haven't, it was like hugging an old friend I hadn't seen in years.
Exactly.
It was weird.
That's
Yeah.
how I felt.
Okay, do you love the water?
Yes.
Okay. Where's the communal living?
In every form.
Okay, now we're on a different life, so let me pull these back. This is another life. They're showing me the connection between me and you and why you're here. Okay. this is new. I've never known. This is new. I've never heard of this before. There's 2 lives going on here. This one, you were in a communal living like Atlantis. It was underwater. It was part of like the ocean and this supportive networking. However, you pass as a baby in that life, so you didn't get to live it out too much, and that's why you don't have bad memories of it. Because usually when places like Atlantis come up, I usually get a client that is terrified of water. They want nothing to do with water because that went under the ocean and it didn't recover. But since you passed so early, you don't have the bad memories, so you keep going back to that. Oh, I love that. I miss it. So, okay, so that's a good life. That was one of your good lives, even though you didn't get to stay long. This life is very interesting. This is the first that I've experienced where I've had a male and female married to one another, but they had their same soul. You split your soul into 2 and learned from a dual relationship with yourself. On farm,
Wow.
It was a type of land. It was a lot of land. You worked really hard to keep the crops and things going like that, but you had a severe phobia over food. That's why you hold on to leftovers in your fridge. You think you're gonna run out again. So it's like stocking up like a farm. You're stocking up. You enjoy quietness and being among nature. Nope, that's it. This all goes and ties into this life. Your phobias kind of started back then. Of, you know, what people thought, because you always had to have the best crops and the best things. And even though you were stocked up, you still were afraid you were going to run out of something. And you're still doing it to this day. And it also goes to your fear of what people may think of you as well. But in the end of it, they're not the one having the experience, so why not make it your own? Why make it somebody else's experience with you? But yeah, I've never seen that where I've had a soul do male and female version, dual relationship, to see what it was like to date themselves. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a first for me. I mean, there's the twin flame, but this isn't a twin flame mechanism or method. It's more of a soul wanting to do one particular life, but both sides of the story. That's a first.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's like seeing it from 2 different perspectives.
Yeah.
Which you do anyway, because we learned a lot from that.
Right.
You also have a galactic life, which I'm apparently missing cards, but I don't think I need them because I'm here in Maria. You have a galactic life. You actually galactically traveled. It's what's called a galactic traveler. Did you feel like the black sheep in your family at times? Like almost like you were having a hard time, fitting in?
I would say that I just...
Let me rephrase this. When you travel, do you feel like you belong at all places? Like you feel that comfortable that you can just station yourself anywhere?
No.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the black sheep. What are you feeling with your family?
Like, it's hard to explain. I know we talked about this before, actually, and I think I worded it in a way that I didn't belong. I wouldn't say like my actions caused me to be a black sheep, but I just didn't feel like I'd be comfortable necessarily
No, I get it.
with my role in my family.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, that's the black sheep effect. You don't feel comfortable, or like you don't know your role within the family contents.
Yes, exactly.
when you look at the night sky, what's the first area you go to that you're drawn to?
The moon.
Okay. That might be where we're colliding as well. Did you get an evaluation?
Mhm.
Okay. Did I show you pictures of Kalinia or any other?
You showed me a picture of like an alien galactic being.
Okay.
You showed me a picture of a more of a person.
And which one were you the most drawn to?
The galactic.
The one that looks like that in the case.
It was
No,
definitely.
don't get out because it's right in the case, in the glass case right there. Do you see it on the bottom, down on the case?
No.
That's not it.
Oh, now I can see it. Sorry, I was looking down on the bottom.
Do you want me to get it out?
Yeah, that's yes. That resonated with
Okay,
me,
that might be where we're connecting.
and that would be that
That's where.
backs up our conversation in the evaluation.
Okay. I don't remember the evaluation. I'm sorry.
No.
But yeah, that might be why we feel like we haven't seen each other in a long time.
Right. I mean, do you want me to tell you what I remember from it?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't remember the session.
So, you had said that I was a hybrid walk-in,
Okay.
and that's a new type.
Yeah, and hybrids tend to conform to food and comfort, so
Mhm.
they seclude their soul and they put cushioning so people can't hurt them.
Okay.
I mean, fatty Patty over here.
No.
But yeah.
Right, because I remember you saying how Eden was also,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't really know anything beyond what you said. It was.
The hybrids are here to kind of elevate the vibration, but on more of on a angelic level.
That's it, yeah, because you said I was half angel,
Alien,
half.
alien, yeah.
Yeah.
And that would explain why your back's constantly hurting.
Exactly, you had asked, and even at that moment that we were going back and forth, I had just taken Motrin because my shoulder blades, had really, the inside of my shoulder blades had been bothering me.
Right.
And I remember you saying that.
But that's the life you're having now, is understanding that you can still travel here and travel around and get to know people, get to know places. Don't seclude yourself into one area. I never understood this when I came back this time, because when I was here during the earlier years with Jesus, we didn't stay in like apartments or houses. We traveled. Like a lot of people traveled. Yeah.
Right.
And I didn't understand. I never understood why people stay in their houses and they go to a job every day and da-da-da-da-da, when they could just travel and broaden their spiritual walks by traveling. I mean, me and Yvonne try to travel as much as we can.
Right.
Like when the last place we went to, Massachusetts, it was weird, but it was an experience.
Well, and we had touched a little bit on that, and that is one thing that I was curious about my past life regression. Because I have a distant ancestor, well, she's an ancestor, who was hung at the Salem witch trials, and I've always felt very, very close to her. Her name is Susanna, and her last name is Martin, which for me it's like SM for both.
Yeah.
And you had said that actually could have been me.
Yeah. Very, very possible. And you're just, the confirmations are in your environment. So let me just pose an example. In this life, I got with King Henry again, but in his physical form here. And he's the same MO. Both his first name and Henry's are 5 letters. Like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? It's an environment. If you pay attention, there's confirmations. When we broke up, I had a son that I miscarried. And before him, I had an older daughter. It's repeating but different. It's repeating but different, and there's always confirmations in the environment to kind of confirm, yes, that's a past life. Yes, you're repeating again, or yes, you're supposed to learn from that past life in this life somehow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It just seems to.
Have you done any research on her?
My dad has. I haven't.
Was she part of the Salem witch trials, or
Yes,
just?
she
Oh,
was
she
on
was. Okay.
at the witch trial.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Let me.
And that's why, I don't know, what I said back in my 20s, when I was reading a lot about the Wicca philosophy or religion or whatever, it kind of dawned on me, could this be pulling from something?
Yeah,
It's-
it will. Again, going back to your environment, confirming things to you by pulling you in certain directions. It's
Right.
like breadcrumbs.
Right, and like I said, I just read books about it and I didn't practice anything like that, and my whole takeaway from the whole thing was not what it is on TV. It was just very nature-based, very, like I said before, nothing evil,
Right.
and that's very much my personality, is not.
And she wasn't either. That's what I'm gathering from her.
Right.
But I want to talk more with her.
And apparently there are books, because after you and I had talked, I had looked up, and there are books about her that I'd like to read, just to.
I would
Yeah.
because what happens with that is you're allowing the energy in the environment to show you other confirmations like breadcrumbs.
Right.
If it's leading you to a book, you're supposed to read the book to kind of have a revelation about something. Like
Okay.
when I'm sitting on Netflix and I'm just scrolling through and it pops up like something about Mary Magdalene or something about Queen Anne, I'm like, I'm immediately drawn.
It's a sign.
And it wants me to watch it. And then while I'm watching, I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. I do that. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Right.
like,
Right.
it's confirmation. Like, I just watched a documentary on Princess Diana, and there was something confirmed to me. And I ended up taking a picture and showing her, and I'm like, I don't remember fully, but that's freaking weird. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Right.
And my people have called me the people's medium.
Mm-hmm.
And what did they forget? They called her the people's princess,
Right.
and
'Cause she's
people
supposed to
refer to
know
me
the
as the
earth
people's
and-
medium.
Right.
Yeah, I just
Right.
thought that was weird. Somebody coined that, and I just saw that all in that documentary. I'm like, wait a minute, people call me the people's medium.
Mm-hmm.
What is happening? So, and when I
That's
talk
amazing.
to her, there's similarities in the way she thinks and the way I think, and I'm like, sometimes I just sit back and go. But it's one of those lives I wasn't supposed to remember because it's not supposed to be part of what I'm doing now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, in a way, but it isn't.
Right. But I mean, as far as you or whoever, your soul picks and chooses who.
And then I went through a quantum hypnosis, and it came to the surface that I was her, and her and I went back on the recording because I don't remember, what was said in that, and me and Yvonne just looked at each other like, wait, what? What's happening now? And I talked about that life in
Oh,
the
wow.
recording, and I didn't know that.
That's amazing.
It's crazy. But yeah, I try not to put that as the forefront. The lives I'm supposed to be helping people with is obviously Mary Magdalene and Queen Anne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so apparently Suzanne she had a green thumb. She was very good with plants and things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that'll come out in your books, but you can backtrack it. And I'm getting that someone came to her for help with their plants because they knew how good she was with keeping herbs going. because she worked with herbs. And this kind of started this snowball. Well, what is she doing? Why are her plants so, like, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, they
Right.
went cray-cray. We should play those every reading.
Oh, they're so.
It's like
Yes.
like calming the energy, and it's like coming in really fast.
It's really nice.
Well, singing
is.
bowls actually attune your energy and balances you out.
That's right.
That's what we'll do.
Did you feel the vibrations in the?
I did.
Things?
Here.
Okay.
I didn't feel them here. mean,
I didn't want
felt
to
it
press
here,
too
but I
hard
didn't feel it.
either, so
yeah.
yeah. Okay. Do you want to ask her anything? I know it's a loaded question.
Well, what I mean, was she part of my past life?
No, you're getting it correct. Your guides are pointing you in the right direction. It's what's called a projection soul effect. It's like a reverberation from a mirror. You are her, she is you. But your personalities and stuff were way different.
Mhm.
Like you were doing two totally different understanding paths of the type of acting you were doing. Let's say you were in a play and you were one character, she was another, but you were the same character, if you get what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's a projection soul effect. It's like a mirage mirroring. Let me try to say this right. Okay. So let's say you're looking at a mirror and you see a clown on your face. Like it looks like you have a clown face. And then the mirror flips and you see yourself.
Okay.
But if you flip it back, you're still the clown face.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? You're still the clown.
Mhm.
She's doing that. She puts her face on top of yours and then flips the mirror and you're you. And then she flips the mirror and you guys are dual projecting.
Okay.
But the clown would be your personality, whereas yourself is another, but you're still the same mirage effect.
Okay.
Do you follow?
Um,
I know it's
think
hard
so.
to put words into what I'm trying to see.
Right. So I guess was I honey?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's very much.
Do you ever feel like when you're eating food, you feel like you're gonna choke?
Uh huh.
Okay, that's the effect you're having.
Thyroid.
Yeah.
Ish. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but.
You also have digestive issues. I picked up on that a lot in your healing. There's
Really?
something going on with your stomach,
Mhm.
and your heart was like flipping out on me. Did you get your heart checked lately?
I haven't lately, but in the past, before I became sick, I had a very fast heart rate
Okay.
and was taking meds for it. Once I started to get treated, that fast heart rate went away.
Okay.
And they could never find the reasoning behind. There was nothing.
Yeah, I
they could
felt
find.
it when I was in there.
But
And
my
it could
mom
be,
passed-
it could just be a residual energy.
My mom passed from heart
Okay.
failure, and it's on both sides. My mom, I know, so
Okay.
it
Yeah.
would not surprise me, and I haven't had it checked lately.
Yeah, I kept getting that. It was pulling me back, and I kept having to work on it. And then your stomach, do you eat certain foods and they just don't agree?
Just as of late,
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah, there's some kind of digestive thing going on down there. And I worked on it really. I think I concentrated on the air the most. Was your heart in there?
Because I don't pick up on like digestive things except for like I said lately, I've had like a lot of heartburn.
Yeah.
But with the amount of antibiotics I was on, and I was on several different antibiotics at one time, that's known to destroy your
Yeah.
gut. And my weight, it's like,
Okay, so I was working on your stomach, and your soul took your stomach and put a big white light and filled it up and like popped your body off, and she was like, she's like, look at me. She's telling me that you can do this. At whatever path you have with your weight, she sheds it from you.
see, and that's what I was very thin.
Yeah,
until
she
I
goes like
was-
this to me. And she's like,
until I was 27, and then I got a hormone shot and gained 45 pounds in 6 months, and that's how I tend to gain weight. It's very rapidly, and it's like a 25-pound, 40-pound, just like that.
mm-hmm.
I don't eat, or I wouldn't say I overeat really at all. If anything, I don't eat enough. That's what's so frustrating about the whole thing.
Right.
Is, you know, hey, if this is the body I'm gonna have right now, I would at least like to be enjoying, you know,
Yeah.
what I'm eating to earn
I know.
this, and not, you know, bring on the bad stuff. So yeah, it's very strange the weight has come on, and it's done a huge number on my ego, to the point where now I have so much social anxiety because I don't want to go anywhere because I don't feel comfortable. Like I said, yeah, today I was like, what am I gonna wear? Okay, what covers everything up, and it was almost harder on me because I had been so thin all my life.
Yeah.
And then at 27, all of a sudden, 45 pounds comes on just like that. And so it
Well,
just completely changed.
When did the weight hit? Was it right around when your mom started getting sick? Okay. What triggered something? I'm getting told something triggered the cushioning. They don't call it weight. They call it a self-protection cushion.
Mhm.
You're protecting your soul from something. So something happened to you right before that.
When you say right before that,
Mhm.
how long could that be?
It could be a couple years where you worked
Okay.
your way up to that weight.
Well, it came, like I said, I had that shot, and it came on automatically. I mean, so quickly to the point it was like I'd wear a pair of pants one
Yeah,
day.
but your soul asked for the shot to bring on the cushioning. So what happened right before that?
I would say a few years before that, there was a huge breakup in my life that I feel
Broke
like
down.
to this day.
Broke you and broke your self-esteem, broke your ego.
Yes,
Yeah.
everything. Completely just, I mean, like,
Well, I shouldn't say ego because ego isn't really good to have, but your self-worth, basically.
yeah, to the
and
point
then-
where I was in school and I had packed up and went home for a couple weeks.
And you were working, your soul was working its way up to getting the shot, which then put a cushion on it because it didn't feel safe enough. So it's like, let me put it this way. Let's say you're an astronaut out in outer space and you have a hole in your protection. So you have something in your suit that pops it out
Mhm.
and protects you from the hole in the suit. There was a hole in your suit.
Okay,
So it put on a protection to protect it.
right.
The astronaut suit is your body, and you're the astronaut on the inside. Your soul is the astronaut on the inside.
Right. And it doesn't seem to matter, like I say, how well I eat, or even, and this makes sense to me now, and how much I exercise and things like that.
it won't help because your soul doesn't.
Exactly.
You
That's
have to
the
work
same.
on your soul feeling comfortable and safe for it to, and that's what she's actually showing me she's ready. She put a big white light around your insides and popped you off and came out and was like, and then she was like,
Oh.
and I was like, okay, so she can do this.
It's just finding, yeah.
Mhm.
Because like I say, the exercise, I can go walk on the treadmill for.
Would you consider that being your biggest failure, that relationship? When really, in all, it was his?
It wasn't.
Yeah.
I would say that was a huge pivotal time in my life, moment or thing that has happened that to this day I still have a lot of
Mm-hmm.
feelings.
Well, I think we just came to your biggest failure. That you consider, your soul considers it didn't learn the way it was supposed to. And he kind of ruined the learning. So.
Well, and he's still in the picture. And that's something that it's really come to me the last several months that it's time to cut the cord.
Right.
That
What time is that, Eva?
I'm gonna run over because it's 5 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
And Sue's going to be, so I'll just wait for you girls over there.
Okay. We're gonna clean up, and then I was thinking we could head out. And are you hungry?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking we could get food.
Okay, I will take care of that shop over
Okay.
there.
And then yeah, just come out, and then we'll just clean up.
You have all your belongings over here?
I don't think so, but that's okay because she wants to look.
Oh, so why don't you just get what you need? We
Yeah.
can do it all night, right? Mommy's gonna be in here. This way she
Oh,
can
okay.
go over and look and take time in the shop.
I can clean up while you're looking around over there. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just meet you over there then.
Yeah, that sounds
Okay,
great.
sweetie. All right, I'll see you over there.
Okay.
So it's working on cutting the cord.
And that's something that because it was so devastating, that there was a baby involved, that, well, there's not a live baby involved.
I already picked up on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That, yeah, it was complete, like a nervous breakdown at this point. And I still haven't gotten over it completely. And like I said, we've been talking for quite a while now. And got back in touch, and now it's like,
He's trying to fix things because his soul feels guilty for not learning the way it was supposed to.
he's apologized many times and, said that it was his fault and things like that. And I've come to realize that my neediness and things like that at the time was something that he just couldn't give me at where he was in his life. But yeah, that has stuck with me, and it's only been recently that we haven't been talking so much, and I'm kind of like in that transition where I'm like,
I think that he was just supposed to come to you to apologize, to give your soul a chance to learn from other aspects because you haven't been able to move on because of it. So now that his soul has come forth and given you that closure, you're ready to actually let him go now. That was the only reason why he showed up, was to kind of fix it so that you can actually learn. Because you only have so much time left to learn.
right,
Do you know what I mean?
right. Because it's been like, we've been talking for about a good 10 years. But there's a lot of times when we go back into nostalgia about
Yeah.
the good times and things like that, and then it also creeps into, what happened. And
Yeah.
things like that. So, but I think I'm at a point where I know I need to let go,
Yeah.
and I know it's going to be a good thing, but there's just something in me that wants to hang on.
I know. And that's actually your soul hanging on to the other soul because you've had past lives before.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it's not so much his role in this life, it's more of he's a familiar soul you've had many lives with, so you don't want to let go. It's normal to feel that way. But in this life, you kind of have to let go for the meantime so that you can learn. And then you'll go back and be normal again
Right.
with him.
Right.
Not in a relationship sense, but yeah, as
Right.
a soul knowing another soul in that way.
Yeah, because I've played with my pendulum and asked questions about him and I and things
Yeah.
like that, and there doesn't look like there's a future.
No, there won't be. He was
And-
just to come back to give you closure so that
Right.
you could actually learn.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because he sat there and he looked at me, and he was like, he told me back in the day, we are gonna get married one day. He said, not right now.
He's probably picking up on a past life
Okay.
where you guys were.
Okay.
So he's just being, his soul's being nostalgic of like wanting it to happen again.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
'Cause we
you're also going to revert back to the way he was.
Yes. And that's when
As much as he apologizes, he can't change who he is.
right. And that's what I had to come to
Mhm.
pieces with, or to grips with. So there was, but even in the past few years, we've said, well, we'll be together one day, kind of thing. Maybe in the nursing home, but but it just doesn't feel
No.
anymore like.
No. Sometimes we just have to take it as it is
Right.
instead of making more of what you want it to be.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like there's more going on for you.
Without it.
Yeah, there's more on the horizon that your guides are showing me that I can't yet tell you because we have to get you on the path to go towards it.
Okay.
But there's things on the horizon that you are going to be very happy about, but we just have to get you. I gotta start kicking your butt that way.
Well, and
Go that way.
and to go full circle, I'm not who I am because of the weight.
Hmm. Yeah.
And so I don't put myself out there.
We
I don't,
to get the weight off, we have to get to the soul's comfort zone. We have to make her more comfortable to want to let go of the cushion, safe cushion,
right.
and then you'll start seeing it'll be dropping like water.
Well, I hope it drops off as fast as it came on.
It might
Because it was
with
not
how
slow going.
because she's at the point where she's ready to feel more comfortable to let
Right.
it go because she just broke right out of you when I was
That's
in there.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me. And right now I'm feeling so much energy.
Well, let's eat. We'll get more
Yes,
energy.
sounds good to
When
me.
you're over there, grab the cards that you bought because
Okay.
we'll take them to the bed and breakfast and
Okay.
we'll play with them tonight.
Okay.
And I can teach you how to use them.
Okay.
So when you're home, you can actually open them up and go, okay, I know how to use these now.
Exactly.
Because I think that's why you're not opening them. I think you're overwhelmed with them.
I'm overwhelmed with a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with
actually-
you just have to take baby steps. That's why I did the journal the way I set it up for you instead of just throwing it at you and going, hey, just write.
Right.
Yeah. But I think we should do the meditation tomorrow because I feel like your brain is overload.
Okay.
And we might even actually do it tonight. I might
Okay.
just have you lay and I
Mhm.
can do it while we're at the bed and breakfast. We'll see how the owner is.
Okay.
I've yet to meet her.
Right.
It's on my great grandfather's farm.
I know, and that's
So,
when we had talked
and I
about
haven't been there for a
what an
while. I
awesome
haven't been there in
opportunity it would
years.
be.
I haven't been there in years, so I'm a little excited.
Yeah. No, I am too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Okay, so head over.
Okay.
And Yvonne's over there for whatever you need. I'm gonna clean up a little bit,
Okay.
and then we're gonna go eat. I don't know. I'm gonna ask Yvonne where she wants to eat. What are you hungry for? Like chicken, salads, Italian. Okay. Because Franklin Street Bar and Grill has really good healthy food,
Uh-huh.
and it's homemade.
Uh-huh.
Or we can go up to Richland and like go to Red Lobster or something like
Any of
that.
that sounds good. I'm so
Okay.
hungry that I could eat anything.
I know, me too. Yeah. I'm gonna leave my. Oh, no. You know what? I am gonna bring my cards because we might need them tonight. So.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Sue and I and all of us, we're going to eat, and we'll see you either later tonight or tomorrow. Bye, guys.